Hello students, this is Divyansh Sharma. I hope you all are safe and doing good. This session is for class 9th students. I want all of you to be attentive throughout the session so that you can get each and everything properly. I'm your science teacher, so I'll be covering science subject through my video sessions. So till now, you were getting the basics of each and every subject in your academics. But now, you are entering a new learning phase of your life, where you will be getting into the minute details of the subject. And while studying that subject, you will gradually get to know where your interest lies and which subject you can pursue in your future also. So this phase of class 9th and class 10th is very important for you. This will never come again. So my personal advice for you is to utilize this time properly. So before starting any chapter of the science subject, I want to get into the details of the course structure of this subject science. So we will be discussing this today. So students, in order to make you understand properly, I have categorized the science subject into 3 important portions which you need to understand from the starting only. The first portion is the course structure. The second portion is the breakdown of internal assessment. And the last portion is scheme of question paper. So these 3 portions are very important for you in order to start the subject effectively. So starting with the first portion, that is your course structure. So students, as you can see in your screen, all the chapters in the subject are divided into 5 major units. Unit number 1 is matter, its nature and behavior. Unit number 2 is organization in the living world. Unit number 3 is motion, force and work. Unit number 4 is our environment. And the last unit is food production. So starting with the first unit. So as you can see, the theme for this unit is materials. You will get to the details of the materials, the properties of materials. It will consist of every major and minor detail. This unit consists of definition of matter, nature of matter, particle nature and their basic units. And the last thing is structure of atoms. So, if you will also look at your NCERT, you can see that all of the topics of Unit 1 are covered from chapter number 1 to 4 of NCERT. That is chapter number 1, matter in our surroundings. Chapter number 2 is matter around us pure. Chapter number 3, atom and molecules. And chapter number 4, structure of atom. Students, we also call this portion chemistry. So now, we will be dividing our science subject into 4 major portions. First portion is chemistry. Now going to next unit. The theme for this unit is world of living. The unit is named as organization in the living world. Here you will get to know about cell, which is the basic unit of life, about tissues, organs, organ system, organism, about biological diversity, and the last part, health and diseases. So if now you go through your NCERT, you will see that these portions are covered in chapter number 5, that is the fundamental unit of life. Chapter number 6, that is tissues. Chapter number 7, that is diversity in living organisms. And chapter number 13, that is why do we fall ill. So students, we also call this unit as biology. Now moving to the next unit, that is unit 3. The theme for this unit is moving things, people and ideas. So the unit is named as motion, force and work. In this unit, you will study about motion, forces and Newton's laws, gravitation, flotation, work, energy and power, and sound. So now if you will go through NCERT, these portions are covered in chapter number 8, that is motion, chapter number 9, that is forces and laws of motion, chapter number 10, that is gravitation, chapter number 11, that is work and energy, and chapter number 12, that is sound. So students, we also call this unit as physics. Now moving to the next unit, that is unit 4, which is named as our environment, and the theme for this unit is natural resources, balance in nature. So the topics in this unit are physical resources and biogeochemical cycles in nature. Students, the topics of this unit are covered in chapter number 14, that is natural resources. Now moving to the last unit, which is unit number 5, food production. The theme for this unit is food. And students, in this unit you will be studying about plant and animal breeding, use of fertilizers and manures, protection from pests and diseases, concept of organic farming. And this unit is covered in chapter number 15 of your NCERT, which is improvement in food resources. So students, we have covered this portion, that is course structure. Now you can see there are 15 chapters in your NCERT, which are divided in 5 major units. So students, these are the 4 major portions: physics, chemistry, biology, environmental science, in which you covered unit 4 and unit 5. That is the chapter number 14 and the chapter number 15 of your NCERT. So students, I hope you have understood that how the course structure is divided into units and then in another portions named as physics, chemistry, biology and environmental science. Now we will get into the second part, that is the breakdown of internal assessment. So students, as you can see in your screen, there are 3 general instructions for you. First instruction is there will be an annual examination based on the entire syllabus. Second is the annual examination will be of 80 marks and 20 marks weightage shall be for internal assessment. Third portion is for internal assessment. There are 3 major portions which we will discuss now. So the 3 major portions consist of 20 marks of your internal assessment. So they are very important for you. Discussing about the part A, which will include first part, for 5 marks, 3 periodic tests conducted by the school and average of best 2 tests to be taken, which will have a weightage of 5 marks towards your final result. Then for 5 marks again, there will be diverse methods of assessment, which can include short tests, oral test, quiz, concept maps, projects, posters, presentations, etc. We also consider this portion as subject enrichment activity, where you are supposed to do different kind of activities with respect to that subject only. And this will also have a weightage of 5 marks towards the final result. The B part is practical work or laboratory work. Students, this is also one of the most important portion in your subject, because in this portion you will be able to do the practicals or to see the practical portion of your subject, and hence you will be able to relate the practical portion with the theoretical portion. In this portion, you will be doing different practicals in order to justify the theory, and this will also have a weightage of 5 marks towards the final result. The last portion is the portfolio. It is one of the interesting portion. This portion will include the class work and the other sample of student work, and it will carry a weightage of 5 marks. Actually, in portfolio, you will be doing your SWOT analysis, that is strength, weakness, opportunity and threats towards that particular subject for you. Therefore, this portion is also very important for you. So students, we've discussed this portion, that is breakdown of internal assessment, which is for 20 marks. And you know, this is not just for the marks. This is for your overall development. So you need to participate in this portion very effectively in order to utilize the maximum of your studies. Now moving to the next portion, which is the last portion, that is scheme of question paper. This portion consists of 80 marks. That is the major portion of your subject. And in order to give the examination effectively, you need to understand how your question paper is organized. So in this section, we will be discussing the same. So as you can see in your screen, the question paper will consist of 30 questions. And they will be divided into 3 sections, that is A, B and C. The first section consists of objective type questions. They are 1 marker questions. The number of questions are 14, that is 1 to 14, and will consist of 20 marks. The second portion is section B, which is for short answer type questions. It consists of 10 questions from question number 15 to question number 24, and they consist of 30 marks. The last portion, that is the section C, is for long answer type questions, which consist of 6 questions from question number 25 to question number 30, and it consists of 30 marks. So students, there are 30 questions with respect to 80 marks. So when you will add 80 and 20, you will get a sum of 100 marks. So students, this is the scheme of your question paper. So I hope you have understood all the 3 major parts which I want to explain you through this video. Students, in our next session, we will be starting with the chapter number 1, that is matter in our surroundings. Students, you can also ask your doubts in the comment section. I know you are very disciplined, so I'm expecting only valid doubts. That is doubts which are related to the subject and are important to ask. This is all for this video session. I hope you have understood each and everything properly. The homework for you is to start reading chapter number 1 from your NCERT. If you don't have NCERT, you can go to ePathshala and you can find the NCERT there. Or you can also download the chapter number 1 separately. So there are ample resources for you. You just need to move a step ahead towards learning. Thank you for watching this session. See you in the next session.